I am in an odd mood today. I feel like I've said that the last couple of times that I've made videos, but I am just feeling cranky. I don't know what it is. I think it's one of those things where lots of little things aren't going like you want them to go. And I think if it was like one thing, you'd be like, oh yeah, brush it off. But no, I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it. I think it's also, I had that moment this morning where I was like, maybe I should check and see where I'm at in my cycle. Maybe this is like PMS cranky. And I'm sure it's like a combo. But I am in just a not completely terrible, but like I should watch who I speak to in public kind of mood. So I am getting ready, as I was saying. So I am starting to do my makeup. I actually haven't worn makeup in a couple of days this week, and pause because I need my water. Getting ready to do my makeup this morning, and I'm just gonna kind of take my time. I'm going to film my beach waves with a straightener tutorial this morning, but the way the lighting hits in my room, our windows have the like little dividers in them, and so I kind of have to play around with the time of day that I film in front of the window, because otherwise I get really weird shadows. This is what you would have seen in last week's film. So yeah, I am getting ready to film that, which that tutorial will be up before this weekly vlog, so I will link that below. Actually, I think when this vlog goes live, it will be the day before we leave for our pack up and go trip. So yeah, but I just figured I'd talk through some of the things that I use this morning as I do them, just kind of how I get out of that like headspace that's just negative and not happy. So I try to really focus on the things that I enjoy. I got up and went for a walk this morning, and that was fine. It was little stupid stuff, like Instagram was not working because a link didn't want to work. It was literally all the dumb stuff in a row, and it's you're being frustrated for no reason. So that was my morning. I am almost finished with this. If I'm honest, guys, I'm at the like super bottom, and I've already bought a new bottle of it for backup because I love this stuff so much. But my issue is that like once I hit past about half the bottle, it's not, the pump doesn't work really well, and I'm kind of feeling like there's like this whole section at the bottom that I might not actually get out of this jar, or I might have to get a brush and kind of sweep it through, because I've been kind of scraping it with this bit, but that's not working anymore. So, but yeah, that's still a favorite. But one of my favorite things to do personally, I'm one of the people that like, if I am in an outfit that I love, I feel good that way, which means I'm more likely to be better. And so if I have the flexibility to kind of take the space to do things that just bring me more joy, I will. So that is kind of where I'm at this morning. I can't decide what foundation I want to use. My skin is still being dumb, which is another frustration. I booked in for a facial this week. I don't know if I've said that or not. So I booked in for a facial this week, so I'm really excited about that. Maybe I'll use this old combo. We'll go try and true. So I booked in for a facial this week. I'm going to try microdermabrasion. I've wanted to try it for a while, but I'm honestly at that point where like I feel like to an extent my diet has to play with it, but I feel like I could use some like topical help in getting my skin back where I want it to be. So I am trying to wear less makeup. I have been using my Freya Luna again in the last few days, but I feel like my hormonal acne has changed, and I know there's so many things I can do. I've read a ton of them, but I don't know. I think I'm so frustrated that I don't want to try anything new anymore, because it's at that point where it's like you feel like all you've done is try new things and nothing's working. So I mean, you'll know that I'm like desperate if I'm telling you I'm going back on birth control for my acne, or if I start using Proactive again. Lord help us. So for now, we're just gonna cover it. But I'm gonna do my normal base, and then I will check back in with you guys in a minute whenever I go to do my eyes, because I think that's probably what I'm gonna play with a little bit more. I'm wearing a new shirt today, and so I might kind of play up the green look. Although I kind of want to do a red lip, because that always makes you feel better, and if I do a green shirt and red lip, I'm gonna look like Christmas. It's July. I might do, I actually don't know. It might be a basic brown. I actually have this green. I might incorporate that, even though I have like a green shirt on. I never wear this green. So I feel like this would be fun to include. So I might go really basic with everything else. And let's see. So I'm gonna put a base on. I feel like most of the time lately, if you would have seen maybe my summer glowy look, the one I did on Instagram, there might be another one. A lot of my routine has been very much the same because I've been using my It Cosmetics CC cream a fair amount this summer, which is odd because I was like not liking it for a while. But because I've been kind of doing that, and when I just need to put something on my face and I'm not in the mood to play, or I don't really want to like sit here and think, I haven't been reaching for my palettes. I've been using my bronzer a lot more on my eyes. So, but normally when I get like super elaborate with this, it's normally when I'm just like in the headspace that I need to kind of think and create and give myself that space. So I'm using my usual tempera all over, and then in the crease I went in with rustic right there. So I grabbed these colors kind of a lot if I'm gonna do almost anything like within color of that, at least if I've got this palette on me, and that's just what I'm feeling. So I am probably gonna keep everything in that same wavelength, add a little bit of dark on the edge. I kind of do the same look all the time because this is what I know how to do, and it's normally just a blending it until I get it where I want it to be, which is the one thing I'll say about eye makeup tutorials is unless you find somebody that has the same eye shape as you, a lot of times you really just kind of have to make everybody else's tutorial work for the context of like what your eye looks like, because it's just not the same. As much as you would love to be exactly the same as somebody else, it's not always going to be like that. So, and I know, I think you kind of learn your eye shape and you learn how to blend it, but I will say getting new brushes has made the biggest difference. Honestly, brushes, and then buying just eyeshadow that you can tell the difference with. Like, I didn't ever really understand how well things blended out until I bought this palette, and I've used other ones and I love some of my other palettes, absolutely love them, but this palette has been the one where I've just been like, yes, you blend the best of all of my palettes. So let me play with this for a second and I'll be back and show you what I create. Alright, so the rest of my eye look is done, and I only added 2 more things. I did this green, it's called Humid Forest from MAC. I've had this eyeshadow for flipping forever. I kind of don't use it all that much, so I have a couple of single pods from them, but you can kind of see it. It's around, so I took like a angled brush and did all the way around here and then kind of underneath it. I didn't do the full circle and didn't go all the way in because I didn't want it to look too dark on my eyes. And then I took my Stila Kitten shadow and kind of did the under inner right here, if you can see that, and then on the inside there. So I used it as my liner, and then I used a little bit of what's left of my original Dior lip glow. So yeah, I'm going to do my hair. I'm going to film that tutorial for you guys now. I need to get that set up. And then I have no idea what I'm doing today. It is Friday, but I don't know what I'm doing other than like grocery shopping and some random errands. So yeah, my eyes look quite blue right now, surprisingly, even though I'm wearing a green kind of crop top look. This, you would have seen, this is like the only top that I kept out of the that's what I'm doing today. I'm returning the Shein haul. This is the only top I kept. I still don't know how I feel about it. I don't know. I'm gonna wear it today and kind of see. I like the way that it looks up top and how my eyes look today, but I don't know if I like how I feel about the actual fit on my body, so I still might be changing shirts. You will know very shortly if you see me in something different. Alright, so I'm home and I picked up a few things while I was out, and then a few packages came in, so I thought I'd kind of show you what I bought, what came in, and talk you through it all. So I had 2 packages come in. One, hi baby. Hi, do you want to say hi? Can you say hi to the people? Hello, puppy. Pardon the mess. So I'm gonna clean after I do this. I ordered this a while ago when I ordered the Purity Tan. So I had a mitt that came in. Actually I don't need it now because I bought another one, but it'll be good to have a spare just in case I want one. And then my Cult Beauty order came in. If you don't know what Cult Beauty is, it's really a bit more common for like the UK, but they do ship to the US. I bought my Lydia Elise Millen box with them back in April, and it's great for collabs and stuff with that. But they recently had their 10-year anniversary, so I picked up another bit of my clarifying cleanser, which I really, really love. And then I wanted to try a new moisturizer because the daytime moisturizer I'm currently using I'm almost out of. So I've read good things about the Pie one, and there was like 20% off the order. So I was really only going to get this originally, but because they had the discount and it was going to be way cheaper to go ahead and buy it, I just went ahead and got that. So I don't know if I'll stick with it after this. Based on what my facialist says next week, I'm going to kind of make a game plan for my skin. But I really do enjoy this, so I figured I'd go ahead and pick it up while it was on sale. Then I went to Target. Actually, I went to Ulta, but I went to Target and I got some more of these masks. And I haven't really used many of these, but they were on sale, so I went ahead and grabbed 2 to kind of stock up. Another bottle of Witch Hazel. I love this stuff. I don't use it as much as my toner anymore, as much as I do for like the mix that I use to clean my yoga mat, which is a Yoga by Adrienne recipe, and I will link that down below. I think a body wash by Method. Mom is out of body wash and she's not into the body wash that I use because she doesn't use a loofah. She uses a regular washcloth, and so hopefully she'll like this one because the other ones are so full of junk. And then I snagged these guys. I'm always using stuff for like photo purposes, and these are cute and I like them, and I don't really need all of them, but they're definitely something I would use at home eventually. So they're like 10 bucks for 4. So good to have when I need to kind of make my background work. And then I grabbed my birthday gift from Ulta because I hadn't done that yet. I haven't gotten my Sephora one. I don't know if I actually will. And then I had some like $14 in reward money and a $10 off coupon. So I finally got the Jaclyn Hill Morphe palette, which I swatched in store. You can kind of see on the back of my hand. And it's flippin' beautiful. I said a while ago I wasn't going to buy another palette, but honestly, and I probably wouldn't have gotten this if I didn't have the reward money, because I paid $15 for this palette and it's freaking fabulous. So I really bought it mostly for these colors all in the bottom left corner because those aren't anything I have in my collection, but I love a good shimmer. And like I said, I enjoy playing with eyeshadows, so this will be fun to kind of play with and to have that color. I know Tati's done a couple of looks with that, so I will have to go and check those out. But yeah, now I'm going to figure out what we're eating for dinner. I have some leftovers in the fridge, so that might be what happens. And I'm going to clean. So this is the weekly vlog, which means I may not check in with you guys tonight, but if I don't, I will see you guys tomorrow. Happy Friday! Look who I found with her pineapple mimosa. This lighting is very nice. It's so quiet in here. But it is Saturday morning brunch time, guys. And they always have their little flower on the table.
I do like that. I think it adds a nice touch. And a room.
Yeah, but they normally have candles at night, don't they?
Yes. Candles at night.
Not always.
Make it so romantic.
Yes, except for we come together.
It's still romantic.
With our wine. Look how pretty it is outside, guys. But it's so windy. I'll insert some of the shots that we just took. But hello. My hair is like a progression of blowing over and backwards. So we just shot some of this outfit that I wore yesterday, and now we're gonna take some of her. Happy Thursday, guys. So it's been a couple of days since I vlogged, and I want to kind of kick off the new vlog for next week, which is going to be very short. But I did want to kind of chat with you guys about the last little thing that I picked up, because I went to, I think the last thing I showed you guys was my Ulta haul. So let's talk through this palette. You will see this Yeah, when this video goes live, you'll see this again on Sunday. It's in my favorites, but the Morphe palette. So far, I'm loving it. So I don't think I can show you if you guys can see my eye look today. I've been doing this guy for the past couple of days. I will say there aren't as many tutorials online as I would like for this. I've been using the Pinterest photos, which like have the little like numbers. It's almost like paint by numbers with eyeshadows. So that's been new and fun. But I've really been loving the colors. I kind of want to do more of color like looks with these guys down here. But so far, this has been a fun little addition this week. I have really enjoyed using it. And yeah, I don't know what I'm saying. I'm kind of like losing my mind at this point. Too many videos in a row. So we found out the information on our pack up and go trip today. We have the weather. I have some guesses. I've kind of done some snooping to kind of make those guesses, but at the same time, I don't know how much of those are actually true. I have a sneaking suspicion that we are flying to Charlotte, North Carolina. That will be our flight. I don't know if that's a connecting flight though, because Charlotte is another like kind of hub for things other than Atlanta. So we may end up somewhere else. I don't think we're in Texas, which was really kind of what my hopes and dreams were, that we didn't end up in Texas. Not because I don't love Texas, but because it'd be really flipping hot right now. So yeah, 3 days, 2 nights, lots of vlogs and information coming. If you guys have taken a guess as to where you think we're going, let me know down below. When this video goes live, we will be Instagram living our video. Actually, I still haven't decided if we're gonna do a live video. I'm gonna talk through it. I think live might work really well, but I'm definitely going to show you guys some of the guesses that I've gotten so far today. I will tell you guys. Which BTW, I got a new Lumi case. I want a new pop socket, but I got the new Lumi case. I'll keep you posted on how that goes. But let's see if you guys have guessed anything new. So far I have 3 guesses. One is for Savannah, Georgia. I don't think it's going to be for Savannah because we picked the plane trip. Personally, I mentioned this morning, I would be a little sad if it was Savannah. Not because I don't love my namesake, but because I feel like that would be a serious waste of a plane ticket, if I'm honest. All of your car trips are within like 4 to 5 hours, I think. So if we had a trip to Savannah, that's still close enough that I feel like I wouldn't, you know, like I could go there. Yeah. It's just one of those things. Nashville was the second guess. It's definitely not Nashville because we've both been there in the last few years, and we mentioned that in our like list of places that we think we're going. And one of my other friends said not South Florida, it's like 100 degrees, maybe the Carolinas. So I'm guessing Carolinas, maybe New York. My hope and dream and goal is New York. I've never been to New York. I would really like to go to New York, but we'll see. So yeah, I wanted to update you on this palette. I'm feeling a bit rambly. I filmed too many videos at the same time, and yeah, all of these colors are flipping lovely. I think we're going to take just this palette as far as eye makeup goes. I've been really doing my eye makeup more in the last couple of days, and I've been enjoying that, but I have to figure out at this point, I don't feel like there's anything specifically missing, but I really kind of need to play with this and look for some other like inspo and just figure out how I feel about all of it. So yeah, that is all I have for this week's vlog. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I know it's really been chill. There's a lot going on right now mentally. Oh, that was the other thing I wanted to talk about, is that this week is kind of my down week. So as far as blog, website, which is the same thing, all of this goes, there's been no new blog post for the week, which would have been last week, and that's simply because it is my down week. Meaning every few months I try to take a down week. Sometimes it's intentional, sometimes I just feel like I need to do it, and this week was one of those weeks where instead of pushing out content, if I'm ahead, I'll go with it. You know, you guys will have content, but I like to kind of reevaluate where things are, what I'm doing that's effective, what you guys are liking, what I need to do more of, what I need to do less of, because at the end of the day, this is a form of income too. I love what I'm doing. I'm so glad that I'm here and I can do that, but I also want to make sure that I'm giving you guys the best stuff. So I like to kind of take it in and figure out what's going on and look at all of those different things. So that's really been this week, which is really great. I think that sometimes I'm constantly creating, and so I need to take that like step back and not create for a minute just to give myself that breath. So it's been good because I've had the opportunity to kind of check in and really take some time to focus on learning new things and to just have a little more of a chill week. And yeah, so if you're a content creator or even a business owner, I'm sure you know having those kind of down weeks are really great. I know that even like TV shows do it, particularly Flash, DC Comics, like Arrow, all that little like grouping. When they do their crossovers, they build in down weeks so people have breaks and they can make sure that everybody's getting everything done and it's not so chaotic. So if that's something you've got going on in your life, maybe building in a down week into your schedule every few months, not necessarily a vacation, but like a kind of, you know, looking at how everything's running, a structural kind of week is perfect. So I've been having that week. I've really been enjoying it. It's nice to just kind of give my brain that break and to pull back a little bit. Still on social media, still doing all of that, but just kind of taking it in-house a bit. And yeah, so it has been a good week in that way. But I'm definitely going to end this vlog so I can start the new vlog, and this whole vlog that's coming up is probably gonna have to do with packing for our trip. So heads up, lots of pack up and go steps coming along. But yeah, I love you guys. Thank you so much for hanging out with me, and I will see you all in Sunday's video, which will be favorites. So bye guys.